Hi guys, welcome back to Saving Salvage and welcome back to the channel. Right, after a long weekend of waiting for parts, I finally have the CV boot kits for the front axle, and I've also, most of you will be pleased to know, I have a cam belt kit that's arrived. So I probably won't get time to do the cam belt in this video. We'll see how we go, but it is about a 3-hour job and a complete ball ache. So for now, we will just crack on with the CV boots and see how we get on with the cam belt. So if you can see, it finally turned up here. Look, so now we're going to rebuild. It's going to crack straight on and crack on with rebuilding the CV, or rebuilding the drive shafts. So there we go, there's my CV boots. They've turned up. They're only £6 each, so it's quite easy, especially while you've got it apart. So I've got it all apart, got the correct CV boots for both axles as well, and we'll rebuild the drive shafts. Right, so that's the drive shaft all back into position. CV boots, inner and outer, both done, and both with absolutely no problems whatsoever. It was a bit odd, to be honest. It's all the bolts come undone like it was a 3-year-old car that's just come in for a CV boot, so not going to complain. As you can see there, it's all done up. All we've got to do is left to do is just torque up the drive shaft bolt, and that is this side done. So, on to the offside front. So, it was all going so well. So these 3 bolts on this side, as you can see, have all just very comfortably snapped off. So I'm going to have to get a new bottom ball joint for this side. Luckily they're not too expensive, so it's not the end of the world. It's just frustrating because I've now got to order more parts again. But good news is this side is all done. CV boot outer and inner all done, all back together, no issues. This CV boot is done as well. That's all back together, no issues. Just now need a new bottom ball joint to put on, and then that is that all done. And then we've pretty much just got the cam belt to do, and I mean, we don't need that wing for MOT, but then we'll get it down once the cam belt's on. We'll go for a road test and down for an MOT. Right, it's the day after now. It's, well, a couple of days after actually. Been busy with my day job, so I haven't had time to be in the workshop, but so we saw a couple of days ago when I last filming, the CV boots are all done, inner and outer. 3 of them I've done out of 4. Just waiting on now a bottom ball joint, which, because the 3 studs snapped on the offside front, so waiting for that to come in, and then that will be the underside of the car done. I was going to do the cam belt, but I'd rather do the cam belt in on its own video, so I can sort of do like a how-to. I don't want to confuse it with in another video, so I'm going to leave the cam belt dedicated video just to do the cam belt. Apologies if you can hear the rain pissing down. I don't know how loud it's going to come across on camera. So instead of, oh, actually I'll show you. Got some hoodies made up, look, with my logo on. Saving Salvage hoodies. I thought that'd be better than me being in some random vest or something, so I don't know how bad this rain's gonna sound. I'll keep going anyway. So instead of doing the cam belt, I thought I'd give an update, quick update on the S4 and the RS3. So the RS3's been away for a while. That's because I was waiting for back ordered parts to finish this door off. But as you can see here, the door's all painted. I've painted that, and that's all cut and polished, ready to go on. All built back up. Got all my trims, I've just got to stick that down a little bit. But that's the door all ready to go back on. But I might be able to show you here. Let me just take, it's the bumper that I'm having an issue with. Basically, I just tried something and it didn't work. Let's just get it up. So I've tried something, it didn't work. I mean, I've successfully repaired that corner. That was all good. I tried blending, first of all, I tried blending to here, as you saw in a previous video I did on it, and that didn't work. So I then tried blending to here, as you can see, and if I'm honest, I'm not very good at blending, so I'm gonna give up on that. I'm just gonna give it to the body shop, and then I'm just gonna get them to repaint the whole bumper for me. I'm running out of paint anyway, so instead of buying a whole load more paint, I just thought I'll just give it to the body shop and they can finish off painting the rear bumper. Then that'll be done. And the other thing that I'm not happy with is the side skirts. I've tried to repair them myself. It might be difficult to see on camera, but I don't know if you can see. I mean, I've repaired and painted it myself and it's gone back on the car. It might not look too bad on camera, but there's just very small knobbly bits. You can see where it's been repaired, and I'm not happy with it, especially not for an, I mean, if it was on like that A3 for example, it would be fine, but because it's on such a low mileage RS3, I'm not happy with it. So I'm going to get the body shop to redo those as well. I don't mind admitting when I've not done it very well. That's absolutely fine, as long as it's done properly. That's all that really matters. So I'm going to give it to the body shop and they're going to redo that for me. So the RS3 is going to go off to the body shop, and hopefully they're going to finish it off, and then I'm going to stick the door on obviously first, and then that'll be done then. When it comes back, we'll just have the steering wheel airbag to fit. So onto the S4. It's there. I don't want to go outside because it's wet. I'm going to have to pause. Pause! Well, I'm just going to have to risk it and hope the S4 doesn't, well, not actually, I don't care about the S4 getting wet, I don't hope the camera don't get wet. So, here she is, look, she's all done. The only thing that's left on her now is to be MOT'd, but I'm waiting for my logbook to come through so I can apply, so I can go get my plates made up so I can fit the plates, and then that's the last thing I need for MOT purposes. Everything else is absolutely done. You can see here, look, she's looking good, just to show you. So there you go, there's that wings all painted. Actually, I've got to fit the V6 badge, but the wings all painted. I've repaired the bonnet there, blended all that into there. I did that well, blended that well. Just RS3 bumper I'm struggling with. So it's all on the front, lights all working, parking sensors all working, all done, 100%. The interior has been nicely cleaned. So there you go, look. So it's looking really clean in there now. Seats have all been wet vacked, polished. No warnings on the dash, bar fuel light. You can see there, look, parking sensors on the front are working. So everything sweet on the S4. The only thing I'm waiting for is number plates, and then she'll be done. Well, MOT, then she'll be done. Right, so sorry that was the S4 update, was kind of rushed there. It didn't really help with the rain in the workshop, so sound from the roof, and also didn't want the camera getting too wet outside either. But as a quick update, today's the only day I get to film. I'm busy for the next couple of days, so I don't want to leave it well over a week before the next update comes out, so I had to film it tonight. So there's the RS3 update, going off to the body shop to get done properly because I'm not very good at it. And the S4 is done. Just waiting for my logbook to come through so I can get plates made up, then I can take it to MOT and be done. And also the S3 behind, what will be coming on that next is a how-to video on the cam belt, and then it's just a bottom ball joint to fit as well, and then that will be pretty much done as well, which leads me on nicely to, I have a new project car. I've had it for a few weeks now. It's been sat on my drive at home. I haven't touched it at all. All I've done is the guy that picked it up for me, I got him to unload it on my drive, and that is where it's sat for 2 weeks. So yeah, so I know being at home, I can't tamper with it anyway. So I am excited, but equally nervous because it's not an Audi, and it's not something I've ever done before, nor thought I would be doing. But I think it would be a really good car for the channel, and I just can't wait to get started on it. So I'm going to do a reveal video on it probably next week. So I'm going to probably do the how-to video on the cam belt, and then I'll do the reveal for the new project car. But it should be good, and I'm equally nervous / anxious as I am buzzing about getting started on it. So as always guys, that is it for today's video, and if you do like these videos, please do give it a like and a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe. Helps massively with the channel, and that's pretty much it. So I'll see you in the next one. Cheers guys.